All right, this is a first time in a long time that I've shown my mean mug on the tube. Not gonna talk about the hobby, not gonna talk about figures today. Actually going to, I guess you can say, do my first, maybe last, I don't know, movie review. You already know what we're gonna talk about. Batman v Superman. So if you haven't seen it, this is where you just turn the video off. Where do I start? Society. Society today, we're always negative. People go in negative with a negative attitude, going in watching the film, and then they come out with a negative attitude, and that's why you get a lot of people saying it sucked, the characters sucked, blah 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 blah. If you go in with a positive attitude and you're a fan of the characters, you'll walk out and you'll probably have some opinions that could be changed. You know, in the movie that you probably would like to have changed. But overall, you'll come out with being excited and say, hey, it was actually a pretty good film. So I'll give you an example of the negativity. When Ben Affleck was casted to be Batman, I was like, no, it's not going to work. No, no, no. You've seen Daredevil, not going to work. And now I'm hitting myself because he is the new Batman. He is the best Batman, in my opinion. And I'll give you my points on why I think that he's the best. My history with Batman goes all the way back to Adam West. Yeah, I showed my age. You can see the little gray in my stash. So, Batman has always been on TV, in films, a scrawny dude. And he's not a scrawny dude. Bruce Wayne is a big, bulky, cut, big muscle bound motherfucker. And we've never gotten that. We've never gotten it in the films. We never gotten it on TV. We finally got that in Ben Affleck. He bulked up for this film, and you saw the weights he was lifting. We finally got that. There's a very well-known artist by the name of Alex Ross. Those who don't know who he is, look him up, Google it, type in Alex Ross Batman, and you will see the physique that he draws, his vision of Batman. And it's always been like that in comics. You'll see Bruce lifting up like 500 pounds, benching that shit. That's the Batman we needed. You didn't get that in Michael Keaton, scrawny dude. Like, I don't even know how he even held that one dude up over the edge in the beginning of Batman, and he pulled him close and said, "I'm Batman." How were you holding that dude up? You're scrawny as fuck. Christian Bale, scrawny. My niece is running in the background. She might come in here, so I might have to cut and come back into this. She's looking for Easter eggs. Fight scenes in the Dark Knight trilogy. Fight scenes were boring, especially the one where he was fighting Bane. Boring. Whoever was in charge of the whole fight scenes and how it's going to go down needed to be fired, because Batman Begins, where he first came out, donned the suit, fighting those dudes at that one pier. That was probably the best fight scene in the whole trilogy, where the guy was looking around, couldn't find where he was at, and he was like, where he's yelled out, "Where are you?" And then you see Batman hanging down right next to him. He says, "I'm here," and then he takes him. Ever since after that, fight scenes were like just boring. You didn't get no good fight scenes in Batman with Keaton. Finally, especially after you play Arkham City, Arkham Asylum, Arkham Knight, once you play all those games and you realize how Batman should be fighting, you finally got that in Batman v Superman. That fight in the warehouse was epic. Breaking bones. Motherfucker took 2 shots to the back of the head. Amazing. That is how Batman fights. That's how he should be fighting. They picked one dude up and fucking rock bottomed his ass. Punched one dude so hard, face first into the ground. That's what we want. And you didn't get that in the trilogy, and you didn't get that in Tim Burton films. So Affleck is the new Batman, in my opinion. Henry Cavill, again, great job. I felt as Superman. Did not like the dude, did not like Jesse as Lex Luthor. I think he was trying to be too much like Heath Ledger and failed miserably. So I did not like him. I wish Bryan Cranston, the one who played Walter White in Breaking Bad, I wish he would have shaved his head again and went at it as Lex Luthor in that film. I think he would have taken that role and just done amazing things with it. So it is what it is. Storyline, good. The plot behind it, good. A lot of people are saying too many of the dream sequences and stuff like that. You'll realize that's kind of related to the Justice League coming up. So those who are wondering who's the dude that popped out and said Lois Lane is the key, you were right. That's the Flash. He went back in time to warn Bruce. Hell, he didn't even know what time period he was in because he was saying, "Am I too soon?" So you got to know history, got to know the comics, got to love the characters if you want to love this movie. One of the guys in the debates said that he went in with an open mind. Can't do that. You got to go in as a fan. If you're an Iron Man fan and you're a fan of Marvel, then you're going to walk in, you're going to walk out and be like, "Oh my God, this movie sucks." You're going to say that automatically. But if you're a fan of both brands and you're a fan of many characters, then you'll walk in and you'll say, "You know what, that was good." It had its flaws. It had a few flaws in there, but overall, great movie. Wonder Woman. Oh my God. Her introduction and the girl herself is fucking, she's so gorgeous. Hot. People saying she needed to be more muscular. Nah, she don't need to be more muscular. She's fine the way she is. How could you not love her introduction, including when she was fighting Doomsday and when he hit her and she flew at the other end of the pier or whatever, and she hit the ground. When she got up, she like turned around and looked and smiled. Was like, "Yeah, this is a fight. This is what I love." I fell in love with it right away. And then the scene where she protects herself using her shield, and then she lowers the shield, her hair is blown in the back. Oh, she's gorgeous. It was amazing. Can't wait for the other guys to come in: Flash, Cyborg, Aquaman. Overall, movie was excellent. We all know Man of Steel is going to come back. um, how they're going to say, hey, Clark's back and Man of Steel is back. So, we'll see how they do that. Looking forward to more. Looking forward to Suicide Squad. Looking forward to Ben portraying Batman and hopefully directing his own Batman and Justice League and Civil War. Yeah, that's really about it. So those who jump in and say, "Oh my God, the script was just boring and the fight scenes were boring and dragged out," but you can say The Dark Knight Rises was excellent, get the fuck out of here. I'm a Batman fan, and I can tell you, the Dark Knight trilogy was good. I went in with a positive attitude, came out and was like, it was good, but it could have changed on this and that, this and that. It had its flaws, but people can't sit there and say Affleck sucks and this movie sucked. But The Dark Knight Rises was fucking amazing. It was even better than the first and second Dark Knight. And you have no fucking clue what you're talking about. So, like Rotten Tomatoes, they really need to go suck a dick. They're horrible with their numbers. So yeah, that's it. Probably my next video I'll talk about a couple of things going on in the hobby. Catch up with my projects that are still going on. Be able to finally show you guys this shit. It just takes a while. So yeah, we shall see. Peace. Happy Easter.